Open up your calculator app and make sure you've got your Tiger chain nearby, because today we're unboxing, first time in the line, Scott Steiner. I'm Adam from FWCI Collector's Edition, and today we're going to unbox Scott Steiner. First time in the line. How is 2023 his first time in the line? In fact, I know exactly why, because I'm a massive fan of Scott Steiner. WCW was my jam back in the day, and Big Poppa Pump was the guy. He was the guy that when he started winning world titles, oh my god, that was during the shit time of WCW, but I was here for all of that. He was the best, and he doesn't give a shit about action figures, basically. I mean, we all know that he didn't want to work with WWE on any kind of Legends deal following, you know, his exit from the company back in 2004, I guess it would have been. But he's also been really specific about not doing any action figure deals or anything over the years. I think he's been on record as saying, like, they suck and he doesn't like them. But Bron Breakker is in NXT now, so the Steiner brothers have signed some Legends deals and now we're getting the merch. So that's why it took so long to get Scott Steiner in action figure form, because the man just didn't like WWE and he doesn't give a shit about action figures, and they finally twisted his arm, probably to help out Bron Breakker with, you know, some merchandising stuff. So we're going to open up Scott Steiner right here. Let me know in the comments what your favorite Scott Steiner moment is. I mean, for me, it's such a hard one. I did like when he turned on his brother. They had that pose, and then he just like beat the hell out of his brother when he wasn't even looking at him because they were doing their signature pose. I thought that was just a good way to actually do that. But I mean, calling Ric Flair a jealous old bastard with crooked yellow teeth, that always stands out for me. Bringing the Tiger out to the ring. If you've never seen that, I remember watching that when it first happened. He comes out with the Tiger, and they've got a strobe light going. The entire arena, strobe light, screaming fans, and this Tiger starts to freak the fuck out, and they immediately kill the strobe light and turn like the house lights on and illuminate the entire thing, and the Tiger managed to calm down. But that Tiger nearly went nuts and started killing WCW fans in the first 3 rows. But see what we got here. Now, I will say that I do wish that we got this version of Scott Steiner right here. That's the version of Steiner that I love the most. That kind of, I don't know, it was probably 98, I guess, with, he was still in the NWO, but he hadn't quite hit that world championship level. That's my penultimate Scott Steiner. If I don't think I'm going to need to be a completionist or anything with him, but if that comes out in an Ultimate Edition, then, yeah, just shut up and take my money. Alright, let's get a look at Freakzilla here, written on the back of the tights. Oh my god, this is all sorts of nostalgia. I've been waiting for a Scott Steiner figure for years and years and years. And, I mean, this one isn't the perfect figure by any means, but I also know that Mattel, yeah, they're not showing their hand quite so quickly. They're going to wait for the really, really good stuff. But such a fan, I had to get the first one as well. I think the figure looks pretty good. I mean, first impression out of here, there is a big circle on the side, which I'm guessing should have the Superman S in it, but they can't put it in, so it's just a black circle. We've got that, you know, sort of custom S emblem on the side. I know that he wore this attire at Bad Blood 2003, and then on some other random episodes of Monday Night Raw during his feud with Test that just seemed to go nowhere and last forever and was terrible. I don't know if I want to immortalize that particular relationship, but now I keep seeing a Stacy Keibler Miss Hancock figure for very, very cheap on Amazon, and now that I've got this long-legged, long-tight Scott Steiner, I kind of feel like teaming them up, but I don't know, maybe not. So let's have a look at the paintwork. On the tights, it all looks absolutely perfect. I like the shade of red that they've got. The beard looks good. I'm going to remove this headdress now, which the headdress is okay. I don't know, I think if it had like a wash through it or something, it might have turned out much better. And he's got these goddamn terrible Mattel sunglasses that don't really click onto anything. They look terrible. They sit weird, and I absolutely hate them. They need to do something about those. Give us alternate heads with the glasses molded in, for the love of God. Alright, let me try and get this muscle pose done, because it's not just your typical like this. Like, he would have the arm kind of out like that kind of thing. Takes a little bit to crack the waist of it kind of thing, but I don't know. I'm pretty happy with how this turned out. He's super, super jacked. He is absolutely... It definitely does his physique justice, for sure. Looking at the head scan on it, it's pretty good, actually. I'm very impressed with that, and I like the way they've done the blonde fringe on his hair as well. Articulation, again, pinless, double jointed everywhere. I'm loving this. This is such a game changer. We get a nice amount of like backwards movement on the leg, on the foot as well. Sometimes these Mattel Elite ones have a bit of a hard time bending the foot backwards at the ankle point, but this one doesn't seem to have any problems with it at all. But let me try and get him in a bit of a fighting pose here. Passes the Tarantino test with flying colors. The feet are definitely big enough and stable enough to stand this figure up in a variety of different poses. This is going to be a lot of fun to find out some fun ways to pose Big Poppa Pump Scott Steiner. While I'm not a fan of the attire and really in general that part of his career at all, and I mean this is really like a TNA Scott Steiner is what this is. That when I look at this, that's really what I get more vibes of than his WWE run. But even though the attire isn't what I want, and I'm not a huge fan of what they've done with the chainmail and the glasses, connect the glasses to the chainmail, make it all one thing. Like, I don't know, like there's got to be better ways to do sunglasses, Mattel, than making little tiny sunglasses that don't have any for things that have no ears. Action figures don't have ears. We can't give them sunglasses, alright? I'm still a huge fan of this figure, and is it going to be shelf worthy? Yeah, this is the first ever Scott Steiner action figure, and I'm a huge fan of the man. It's definitely going to be shelf worthy, and if you don't like that, then you're a jealous old bastard. How about that? But let me know in the comments what you thought about this one. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. 1,000 subscribers is the target, so if we're not there, help us get there, and we'll do some fun stuff on the channel moving forward. I've got a lot of ideas, a lot of concepts, a lot of stuff in mind for the future of this channel, and it's something that I'm incredibly passionate about. I'm putting aside the time to make this happen, and I want you guys to join me for the journey. And as always, everyone, be well, stay safe, look after your friends, see you in the next video. Peace!